Welcome back to the channel. Turn the tables. Headphone users, maybe want to pop them out or put down the volume because go Packers! We're going to the Super Bowl. We're that good this year. Number 1 offense. Number 2 in rushing. We're disgusting. Guys, we're going to the Super Bowl. Okay? Okay? My first prediction was Seahawks above the Packers. I still mentioned the Packers, but I was like, Seattle's looking pretty crazy. We can beat Seattle. We're so good. So this video might be a little biased, but like, it's biased because I'm happy. But I'm still going to be spitting straight facts to you guys, okay? Wearing the Ghost jersey, okay? So stick with me and let's get into the video, okay? So yeah, best and worst of week 3. Best of week 3. Packers versus Saints. Okay, guys, the reason why this is so big is because, okay, the main reason why everyone's hating on the Packers is because we haven't faced a legit team. The Saints were predicted to go to the Super Bowl for the past 3 years, but they were predicted to go to the Super Bowl again this year. Their team is just as good, if not better, because they picked up Emmanuel Sanders. So I don't want to hear the Saints are even good. I don't want to hear that, okay? The Packers are better. Packers are better. So yeah, that was a huge dub, especially because we didn't even have our number 1 receiver. Neither did they, but they have Emmanuel Sanders, who's the number 1 receiver for San Francisco. They had 2 number 1 receivers, okay? We only have 1. Not anymore. My dog, Aaron Rodgers, made a legend out of Alan Lazard. Undrafted free agent, but it's kidding, man. So Packers versus Saints, big dub. Rams versus Bills, awesome game. Oh, even then, Packers versus Saints, not just because the Packers won. It was a great game. 37-30, back and forth until we got a turnover. It was a great game. Rams versus Bills, another great game. Honestly, the Rams low-key should have won it. Not going to cap because there was that pass interference call at the end of the game that cost them the game. Should have not been called, but I'm not one of those guys who complains about calls just because it goes for both teams. But yeah, so that was a great game. Seattle versus Cowboys was also a great game. Yeah, that was a great game. Titans versus Vikings, another great game. The Vikings came to play because, they sucked the past 2 weeks. And then this week, the Titans are a pretty good team. And they only beat them by 1 point. And the Vikings were, really bad. So that's kind of crazy. Either the Titans were slacking or the Vikings are raw. So, who knows? The Chiefs. Not the Chiefs versus Ravens game. Just the Chiefs. Their defense was really good. Like, they embarrassed the Ravens. Their offense, like usual, firing on all cylinders. The Chiefs looked really, really good. Worst of week 3. Jacksonville. 2-0. And then they should have been 2-0. And they lose to Miami. Miami's not that good of a team. So, that's tough. Falcons. Dude, the Falcons have blown 2 weeks in a row a 16-point lead. And they've lost the game. They've had a 16-point lead, then lost the game. You lose a Super Bowl when you're ahead like 21 points, and then, dude, Dan Quinn, the head coach for the Falcons, needs to go because that is a mess. New York. Not New York Giants, not New York Jets, New York. Yo, these teams are playing so bad. The Jets had 1 touchdown. The Giants had 1 touchdown. What is happening? New York's in a struggle right now. High key. If New York's playing, don't even watch the game because it's not going to be entertaining. Kyler Murray. Dude, what the heck? We're talking about, I remember yesterday I mentioned how he was running for MVP. He was. And then he throws 3 interceptions against the Lions. Not against the 49ers, not against some other team with a good defense. The Lions. And the thing was, he wasn't even trying. Because I was watching that game, he was playing reckless. I'm talking about he was just jogging on the line. It looked like he didn't care. And that's not a mentality you need. So, that's a big L. The Ravens. Dude, how are you such a strong offense? And the Chiefs don't even have that good of a defense. No, okay. Props are due. The Chiefs' defense played really well. But the Chiefs do not have a defense. That defense has so many holes. and they shut down the Ravens. Like, that game, I know Ravens fans who stopped watching it by halftime because of how bad the game was. Lamar had like 10 yards passing. Dude, like, it was a really bad game. Like, that was America's game of the week. Yeah, that game was trash. Yeah, those are my losers and winners of week 3. Super Bowl, okay. So okay. So like I said, the Super Bowl thing is just gonna be like me throwing ideas. At the end of the day, I had my first pick, which was Chiefs, Seattle, or Green Bay. So I'll take either one, and that's what it kind of is now. I mean, the Chiefs look really good, but the Chiefs could definitely be beating the playoffs. I feel like the way they played against the Chargers in week 2, the Chiefs can definitely be beaten in the playoffs. I feel like the AFC is kind of up in the air right now because there's a lot of good teams. The Titans are good, the Ravens are good, the Chiefs are good, the Raiders are pretty nice right now. The Patriots are good. There's a lot of good teams. So the AFC is kind of up in the air. The NFC is pretty up in the air, but right now the strongest is Green Bay. And that's a little bit biased. But not really. I mean, the Packers are number 1 scoring offense. They're scoring more points than the Chiefs did when they had the number 1 offense. Green Bay's nasty, and we have a better defense. I mean, our run defense is kind of iffy, but we get turnovers, and that's what's important. Our defense, our team is nice. What it's going to come down to, if you compare Seattle and Green Bay, our offense is better, and our defense is better because we get turnovers. Both of our defenses let a lot of points score. No cap. But our defense gets turnovers. Theirs doesn't. Where am I? Oh, yeah. So that's my Super Bowl. What are the odds segment? So for what are the odds, I added this little thing called the upset, which is like a game I could definitely see an upset for. And it wouldn't surprise me, but it would surprise me at the same time. So I thought that was cool. So I'm going to add that. It's usually like one game. This week is one game, and then we'll see how it goes progressing on through the weeks. Last week we kind of struggled. So the bets, for good bets, we were only 1-3. But to be fair, we got some of the bets right. We just didn't get the spread right. So, yeah, we were 1-3 on that. And then for the bad bets, we were mostly right. I mean, like, none of them were good to bet on. The spreads were all off. So, that was, yeah. So, like I said, okay, let's let's forget about this week, okay? Because I was worried about the bets. It's just not the spreads. But, except for one, which was, Colts over Jets. It was an 11-point spread. I got that. But see, the one I got wrong was Titans over Vikings, 2.5 spread. But it was only 1. So that sucks. Cardinals over Lions. I thought the Cardinals were going to win. But Kyler Murray decided to freaking play in his pajamas because he didn't care. I'm sorry. That was that. But yeah. So this week, good bets. Seattle versus Miami. 6.5 spread. 6.5 spread for a guy who's throwing 5 touchdowns a game. That's a W. Rams over Giants. Giants put up 1 touchdown. They put up 9 points, I think. 9 points. So, 13-point spread. I'm taking it. Bet against any New York team. And then Packers over Falcons, 7.5 spread. The Falcons are trash. Green Bay's nice. That's a W. If I bet on it, it's a W. For bad bets. Cardinals over Panthers. The way Kyler Murray played, guys, I'm not over-exaggerating. That was a really bad week. He could definitely have a rebound. I'm not saying, but if Carolina wins, I'll be like, dang, saw that coming, you know? So I wouldn't bet on that game. It's a 3.5 spread, so it's going to be a close game no matter what. Wouldn't bet on it. New England over Chiefs. Wouldn't bet on it just because the Chiefs do look really strong. But at the end of the day, the Patriots and Chiefs have a really good rivalry. It goes back and forth. With Tom Brady, they didn't have nearly as strong as an offense as they do right now. And yet they're winning, and yet they still won with Tom Brady. So I see this as anyone's game. 7-point spread. I'm not going to bet on that game. Vikings over Texans. Like I said, Vikings came to play last week. The Texans have been going against really hard teams, but I think this is anyone's game, to be honest. This is a game to watch to see who's going to win because you don't know who's going to win. 4.5 spread. Wouldn't bet on it. My upset of the week is Ravens at Washington. It's a 13-point spread. Yeah. Did anyone watch the Chiefs game? Washington has a better defense than the Chiefs. And I'm not exaggerating. Washington has a better defensive line, and their secondary has been getting mad turnovers because of how good their defensive line is. Their front seven is amazing. So, and Ron Rivera is a genius of a coach. So, I think that's an upset. Even if the Ravens do win, no way it's a 13-point spread. And that I would bet on. Boom. So that's it for that segment. And I just want to go over the games real quick. It's going to be a fast fire. We'll call this speed round. I'm just going to list who I think is going to win in the week. If you want to bet on it, bet on it. These are the games I would bet on. But like I said, I'm not going to be 100% because it's really hard to get 100%. But I think these are pretty good bets. Denver Broncos at New York Jets. I'm taking the Broncos. Colts at Bears. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who's gonna win that game, but I would go Bears just because they're starting Nick Foles. You know what? I'm going Colts. I think the Colts will win that. Saints at Lions. I'm gonna go Saints. Cardinals at Panthers. I'm gonna go Cardinals just because I believe Kyler Murray has a chip on his shoulder after throwing 3 interceptions last week, so he's gonna play better. But like I said, wouldn't bet on the game. Jags versus Cincinnati. I'm going to say Cincinnati. Cleveland, Cowboys. I'm going to say Cleveland. This is not a smart one, but I don't know, man. I have a feeling about Cleveland, so I'm going to go Cleveland. Vikings at Texans. I'm going to go Texans because I trust in Deshaun Watson. Seattle versus Miami. Seattle. Chargers versus Tampa. I'm going to go Tampa. Steelers at Titans. I'm gonna go. They're not playing this week, but I'm gonna go Steelers. Giants at Rams. Bills at Raiders. I'm gonna say Bills. Eagles at 49ers. I'm gonna say 49ers. Don't trust the Eagles. That's L for the year. Ravens at Washington. Like I said, Ravens are gonna win, but I don't think it's gonna be a 16-point spread. And it could be an upset, just like. If they don't start Dwayne Haskins, it could definitely be an upset. Patriots at Chiefs. I'm going to go Chiefs. And then Falcons at Packers. Hands down. And, yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. This was a super fun episode for me. Follow the Instagram. I put the rushing leaders, passing leader, like everything you need to know for fantasy, anything like that, I put on Instagram. Follow the Instagram. It's going to be in the description. Turn_the_tables with a 3 instead of an E. Yeah, follow, leave a like, subscribe, and hit me down in the comments if you guys think I should add a segment, or if you like the segment I added of the upset and then just going over who I think is going to win in the week. Yeah, and anything. Honestly, guys, I'm down to chat in the comments. Just let me know. Hit me up. And thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye.